I'm gonna do a little milling, having a conversation with a fella today, asking me about the cabin where I was getting my lumber. Well, it's on location, on site. Made a lot of progress in the last 2 years as far as, in my opinion, skills, learning how to do these things. This is a cold start, but it's very hot here in the upper 90s. I'm going to crank this saw and make a cut, let you watch it start to end. For those who are watching, thank you for watching. You may have noticed the wedge fall out on this end. That's a steel wedge just to keep that from closing up. You notice that board bowed slightly, and then when I got to the end of the cut, I stuck the plastic wedges in. If you don't do that, you'll kind of pinch the bar a little bit. You can get the saw out, but it pulls the chain out of the grooves usually. On some boards, I'll stick shims all down it. I'll cut little sticks and shove in it on really long cuts. The saw is tuned 11,000 RPM, no load maximum, so that the saw will last. I'm running a 32-to-1 oil to gasoline ratio. That is 4 ounces of fuel to the gallon, or 4 ounces of oil to a gallon of gasoline. And I run different mixtures. I've mixtures of different brands even. Amsoil, Steel, Husqvarna, Poland, which is owned by the Husqvarna group. Certain blends of 2-cycle oil, different blends, and trying different things, but always in the milling application I'm using 32-to-1. The saw that I'm using, I think 2013 was the last year it was made by Steel, and it was designed originally, the 064, 066, to run 32-to-1 originally. The bearings in that particular saw are not caged. They have like plastic keepers in there in the cages. I know that because I put them in there myself. I don't know that there is a steel cage bearing available for that, but anyway, a little bit of information. Also, let that saw idle a little bit after the cut to help it cool down. It is air cooled, and that's been a lot of what I've read. Let it idle for a minute there before you shut it off, and try not to run them out of fuel. That's hard on a 2-stroke. Your lubrication is in the fuel, and if there's no fuel in the saw, there is no lubrication in the saw. Thank you for watching.